Evening, folks. Brian here, Geomagnetic Earth Watch on Monday, July 31st, 2023 on our planet. Hope you're well. I don't even know what year it is. So I'm trying to stay with you as much as I can daily. A reminder, I do have a daughter with ASD, strong ASD. Sometimes deteriorates and, well. If you want any advice, give me a call. Anyway, so I'll talk a little bit about what's happening on our planet the past little while. I'll try and do a follow-up video on the heat anomalies. I'm just trying to adjust my screen here. Anyway. So things are definitely picking up just as much as they are trying to conceal, cover it up, delete earthquakes, for example, that are popping off here and there. Let's start off with the Strait of Gibraltar, either side, Morocco and Spain. The most recent 6.1, just offshore of Morocco. This is actually the shores of the Alboran Sea, Alboran Sea mounts volcanoes. I issued a suggestion over a year ago to pay attention to this area, ongoing daily swarms. And I said, watch for a pickup. So now we had a 6.1. We'll see how long it takes for them to delete that one. This is the fourth one in that region. Actually, there's reported 6.8, 6.9 in Spain. And prior 5.9s. 2 or 3 of those have been deleted. So obviously, perhaps we have something happening below, don't we? Strait of Gibraltar. It would be a pity if that got blocked off from a massive whatever. Next, there's been a great increase in shallow earthquakes globally, from France to Central America, the Balkans, and I believe even in my province of British Columbia. Shallow, I'm talking about half a kilometer deep. Speaking of France, a great increase in earthquakes, although small, 2s, 2 pluses, including very shallow earthquakes scattered throughout France. The ongoing earthquake swarm in Honduras, Nicaragua. So some of you may recall about 3 months ago, I reported a deep earthquake event. In a 24 to 36 hour period, there were over 12 deep earthquakes below Panama, Honduras, Nicaragua, Mexico, Yucatan Peninsula. You never, ever have deep earthquakes below then. Subsequent to that, an increase in volcanism and the ongoing hundreds per day earthquakes offshore Nicaragua and Honduras. Another area to be on watch for, including all the volcanoes there. Indonesia, where my wife is right now, Tambora has been heating up, man. I'll try to get to a second video and show you that on the map. And the surrounding volcanic regions. Indonesia, Tambora. Remember your history. April 1815, the massive eruption followed by the year without summer, 1816. Venezuela today. 2 things in South America. Venezuela, a deep earthquake at over 500 kilometers deep. We've never had deep earthquakes below Venezuela. Peru, Bolivia border, yes. Argentina, yes. Venezuela, no. Off the coast of Chile, we have that buoy that went into motion. Suddenly dragged down, I believe, 24 or 2,500 meters drop pull time. That is not the first time I've seen that happen. Someone else reported, well, that was the first time. No, I'm sorry. No, it hasn't been. No. That happened in the exact same way as repeatedly the buoys the East Timor Sea entrance to Indian Ocean between Indonesia and Australia. The infamous buoy there. Another one in the Coral Sea. Okay? It's not just inflation, deflation. So a deep earthquake followed by the buoy going into motion, getting sucked down, suggests once again we have another mantle plume action. We have mantle plume actions all over the world, folks. South Africa, Johannesburg region to offshore South Africa. There have been so far at least 10 earthquakes. They've been ranging around 3 plus magnitude, as well as heat anomalies offshore southern tip of Africa. British Columbia, my province, the heat anomalies. Many of the volcanic regions I have been reporting on heat showing up. Some of them followed by wildfires, not lightning strikes, not man-made, not eco-terrorists, not directed energy weapons. And now on the border with the United States, Osoyoos, which is south of me, large wildfire. Now, folks, when this fire started, there were a total of 46 or 48 individual heat detections that the satellites picked up. On that first day, not all of those heat detections was a fire. Subsequently, however, it looks like there is. And that's all I'm going to say on that one. When I go to the mainstream media reports on the internet, I look at people's comments and how so many people out there are so clueless. Oh, they're all Larsons. Oh, it's all because of the no management of the forests and the trees. And folks, it's a desert area, desert. And again, there's no eco-terrorism. We're talking about a spread well over 20 kilometers long. Let's continue. Northern Canada and Northwest Territories, a hell of a lot of heat signatures showing up, and obviously we're going to have a lot of fires going there. Again, once I said, that's where the magnetic field lines are the weakest, over Northern Canada. Increased cosmic rays, breakdown of the ozone, increased levels of ultraviolet radiation coming in. So I think that's about it. I just picked a few. Okay. Outer core expansion from the electromagnetic influence from a large celestial body coming in. The pressure, the magma, the heat coming up. Lithospheric melting in which our crust sits upon. Earthquakes, volcanoes, fires everywhere. Now, of course, the world governments and the United Nations, they know what's coming. And they're kicking into full gear, the man-made global warming. Oh, wait a minute, no, I'm sorry, I stand corrected. Global boiling point the United Nations is pushing. And thank you for the respectful comments about someone I find highly suspicious. And this constant denial without any clarification that Planet X does not exist. Folks, we're going to find out. Okay, I think we're going to find out very soon. I think. And the planet in which we stand upon and its innards below our feet are going to be telling us more and more. Just pay attention to what's happening. With the great increase in the earthquakes and the sudden deleting all these earthquakes as soon as they pop up on the feeds. The deep earthquakes where we never had deep earthquakes before, and now the many, many shallow earthquakes, and I'm talking about a 0.5 kilometer depth. The Balkans, France, Central America, British Columbia. What is that? Man-made climate change? Huh? Keep your eyes to the sky. You wake up in the middle of the night to go pee, go to your window, spend some time, take a look. Look at the moon, look at the stars. Look at the moon, look on your window, put a little post-it note and the time on the window where you saw the moon. Check the next day. How far off is it? I read a great many, actually I read the Earthmaster's video today. How he noticed that the moon was way, way off, too low. Hang on. So where I am, I'm looking to the south right now. And it's about at the correct height. Now, I'm in British Columbia. I'm not in Northern California. But very interesting how I read comments from all over the place, how everybody's observing the same thing. Make a note. Pay attention. You wake up in the morning, put your compass on the windowsill and see where the sun's coming up, and at night where it's setting. Just do your own observations. Anyway, and if you're going to call me out saying I'm going after people, you better effing back it up with some facts. Because so far I've only gone after 2 people. The one I find highly suspicious, and the obvious fraud, con man, thief on the other side of the pond there. David Diamond Murillo of the Oppenheimer Ranch Project was here in this group until he became too foul-mouthed and attacked me. I allowed him into my group until a certain point I welcomed his comments, but you know him, right? He gets out of hand, crackhead. Thank you for everybody else for keeping your comments respectful. Eyes to the sky, eh?